Hey there, Nikki Traikos here of Li-Fi Design. In this next tutorial, I want to share with you a little bit about my favorite nibs and just the different qualities between them if you are looking to start dip pen calligraphy. Let's have a watch. So let's look at some of these nibs that I have that are some of my favorite go-tos. What I've done is I've taken a few out of their pen so that you can look at the qualities of the nib. So I'm hoping you can see that okay, but this is a Nikko G. What I like about it is there's a lot of flex, but it's still quite firm. And there's a lot of ridges on the tines of the nib, which pick up a good amount of ink, so you're not always running out and having to redip all the time. So this one is a Zebra G. It's gold. I really love this. I got it off Amazon. Sometimes I wonder the quality of the nibs that I get directly from Amazon, but again, it's a nice firm nib, and if you compare the two, you can see that there's a little bit longer tip on the Nikko G and a shorter tip on the Zebra G. So those are my two go-to favorites. I got a collection of nibs from Manuscript pen company. So, oh my God, there's so many here. Maybe I'll just toss them out so you can see. And you'll find that there are some nibs that have a flatter point. It's not something that I use in my modern calligraphy style of writing, but these are some Gelot 404. But when you are shopping for nibs, I would stick with ones that suit your purpose. So whatever it is that you're working on, if you're using your nibs to illustrate even, you want to think about the type of marks you want to make with these nibs, okay? But my favorite go-tos have to be the Nikko G and the Zebra G. I will demonstrate a few of the Leonard nibs just so you can see the variation that you get in stroke and the flex that these nibs offer with the line weight. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So what I'll also show you here are an oblique pen as well as straight pens, and I really like the speedball oblique pen because it's adjustable, so I can take out the flange and apply a nib in the center there and make it a straight pen quite easily. Okay, so if you want to have some more angled calligraphy style lettering, then I would go ahead and use an oblique pen. Some calligraphers only use oblique pens. I feel like it's whatever you learned with or whatever you're most comfortable with. Okay, so I just have some speedball ink in this jar here. It's really great, nice intense black. I can use it on a nice variety of paper as well. And so this is the Zebra G. So maybe what I'll do is I'm gonna go ahead and angle my sheet here a little bit. Oh, I'm getting messy already. So it's a good idea to have some paper towels handy. I tend to have ink all over my fingers by the time I've done a really great lettering session. So again, the flex is really nice. This paper that I'm using is not coated. I just wanted to demonstrate the pens pretty much, but you can see, and this is a knot too. So this is just a cotton-based paper. You can see that my ink is feathering. You don't want that to happen when you're working on finished pieces. For practice, it's fine, I don't mind it. When you're looking for paper, you want something that has a little bit more of a coating. This is a Borden & Riley transparent paper made for ink. I'll show you what it looks like with the same ink. We'll go ahead and write Zebra here. This is tracing paper from my 5-day free calligraphy challenge. Oh, there's the pup. I'll show you what practice looks like from that challenge. Oh, I can even see that it's feathering there. Sometimes that happens, again, if the ink doesn't have enough resistance in it. You can use gum arabic to help control that. Maybe what I'll do is go ahead and switch my inks for now so I don't have to switch my paper. What I like to use as well is Rhodia pads. So I find that they have a really nice coating on them as well, and I use these pads for brush lettering as well as even dip pen. And this has a nice checker pattern on it, so if you need some lines, you can use the lines for guides. But this is the Zebra nib here. Okay, so it has really nice flex It allows for a beautiful thick downstroke as well as a really nice thin upstroke. Let's go ahead and use the Oblique pen with the Nikko G nib and see how that varies. So this is the Nikko. So again, I use an oblique pen when I want lettering that is a little bit more slanted. It's not a pen that I pick up naturally. I really love my straight pens. So here's the Leonard. I think I've got some fluff on the end of that. So it has beautiful, nice, thick downstrokes. And because the flex is really open, I feel like I just naturally want to letter a little bit larger, okay? So again, nibs can tend to be a little bit more personal. It really is trial and error. Again, if you are looking for your first nib to invest in, I would say a Nikko G or a Zebra G, and then just get to know your nib. And the way to do that is always to practice your warm-up strokes and enjoying the flex of the nib, making sure to play around with how little pressure. So if I apply less pressure, I can feel the pen just guiding across the top of my page, and I don't have to worry about it dragging or pulling too much. So if I wanted to work on my traditional strokes that I recommend you all learn so that you can learn how to write the alphabet using that modern calligraphy style, I can practice on my downstrokes and my upstrokes, and you will hear a little bit of that scratching. That's natural, and it's actually what makes calligraphy writing so beautiful. In the 5-day Modern Calligraphy Challenge, I created this quite a few years ago just to help introduce you to dip pen calligraphy. It's my first love. Oh, you can get that actually in the creative library that I have on Life by Design. But they're tracing sheets that are designed to help you build muscle memory, understand how to create your strokes, as well as introduce you to just the beautiful world of modern calligraphy using a dip pen. Okay, so these are the different practice sheets that you get within the challenge. When you sign up, it's free, and it's all video based, so you'll have instruction, and what you're going to do is build up to the point where you can start drawing letters. Okay, and I've got a ton of workbooks on my site that you can buy, download, print, and use for practice as you're starting to learn how to draw the basic letter formation, so that you can start to then develop your own style of alphabet when it comes to modern calligraphy. So you'll go from something like this with lots of practice. You can take your calligraphy to look a little bit more expressive, perhaps bouncy, add some personality and style once you understand exactly how to form those letter shapes. Okay, so I hope this was helpful so that you were introduced to a few different styles of nibs that I love. Again, it's trial and error, but with the right tools and along with the right instruction, you'll find that you'll be able to pick up any nib and have success with using it for dip pen calligraphy. So I hope those tips help you when you're looking to purchase your next nib and dip pen. If you're just starting out with modern calligraphy, go ahead and visit lifebydesign.com. I have a free 5-day challenge for you to participate in. It's video instruction with some downloadable printable sheets. And I also have a creative library where you can see a variety of printable tracing sheets as well. You get access to that when you subscribe. I give you some insider tips as well as special offers. So thanks for tuning in. Happy practicing, and I'll see you in the next video.